Today we're going to be making some cheesy potato soup. So I'm going to be peeling some potatoes here. And I've got one potato I'm showing what it looks like before I peeled it. And I'm going to peel this one and I'll show you the rest. Peeled the potatoes here. Cut the potatoes here a little bit, and then I'm going to put them in my chopper and chop them with bigger slices. Use the slicer here, and that's the size we want them. So I'm going to pour this in our little pot here. Got the potatoes in the pot here, fill it up with water, put a little salt and a little bit of olive oil. So we're going to wait for this to start boiling. And since it's smaller pieces of potatoes, I could probably boil this around 7 to 8 minutes. The bigger the potatoes, then you may have to boil it a little bit longer. We're going to put 32 ounces of chicken broth into the pot. I'm going to put some of this whipping cream in the mixture, or the pot, 16 ounces. If you want to, you can replace this with 2 cups of milk. It'll be just fine. And we'll put some spices into the soup mixture. You can put whatever spices you want. I'm going to be putting some black pepper, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, taco seasoning, a little bit of olive oil, and some Parmesan cheese in there. I'm going to put 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour into the soup. That'll help thicken it up. The potatoes are almost done. They're boiling. Drain the potatoes and rinse it just a little bit with some colder water to get some of the starch out. And then you can put it into the pot with the soup. Now we're going to cook some bacon. I think the recipe calls for about 12 ounces of bacon. So I'm going to try cooking this on 3 minutes. And if it's not done, then I'll add, probably another minute or two on the microwave. Also depends on the size of your microwave too. Got a onion chopped up here that I'm going to be cooking in the pan for a few minutes before putting it in the soup. Got some celery cut up here, and we're going to be putting that in the pan with the onion, and we'll be cooking it for a few minutes too. And then next we'll do the garlic. Got this batch of bacon done cooking. We're going to be cooking some more to put in the soup, but I'm going to let this drain, and I'll be breaking this off. Bacon off into pieces and putting it in with our soup. And the recipe I think called for 12 ounces of bacon to put in the soup. So I chopped up some garlic here, so I'm going to put it in the pan to cook for a few minutes with the onion and the celery. I forgot to tell you, I think on the previous video, that I broke off 2 big celery stalks to chop to put in the pan. Okay, so I'm about to cook the onions, the celery, and the garlic here in the pan. Put a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of olive oil. So I'm probably going to cook it between 6 and 8 minutes in the pan before I put it in the soup. The garlic, the onions, and the celery are cooking. I'm going to probably cook it between 6 and 8 minutes. So I cooked this a little over 6 minutes, so I'd say it's about done, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in the soup. As you can see here, I got all the stuff in here except shredded cheese that I'm going to be melting in the soup, which I'm going to show you that in the next step. But once you cook this soup, I was going to tell you, you can blend it with a little hand blender to make it, more creamier. But I like the pieces of potato in my soup, so I'm not going to be doing that today. But just thought I'd let you know you can do that if you want. So I have this 8 ounce of sharp cheddar cheese that I'm going to be shredding with an old-fashioned shredder here. And the reason why I'm doing this instead of using a bag of shredded cheese already shredded, I know it's easier, but it actually, when you do it yourself and it's fresh, it actually goes better in the soup. So, but I mean, you could do it either way. You can use buy a bag of, cheese already shredded if you want, but I just think it tastes better when you shred it yourself, when you're using it in a soup. This is what the shredded cheese looks like after you shred it with an old-fashioned shredder here. So now I'm going to be putting this in the soup. Well, the soup's ready, so I cooked it about 15 minutes. And we'll show it here. What's in it? Look at that. Don't that look good? Yum, yum. Pieces of bacon, onion, celery, garlic, cream, potatoes, and cheese, of course. The cheese have melted in it. That sure does look yummy. So here it is. Here's the soup in the bowl, and I put some chives on top of it. I didn't put any cheese on the top because it already has cheese in it. You can sprinkle cheese on it and make it look pretty if you like. But let me show you the inside of it here. See the bacon, the potatoes, the onions. Don't they look good? Alright. Well, I just wanted to say thank you for watching our video. Take care.